to our first AMA about Duckies, I'm happy to see you all here. Thank you for joining us today. I know not everyone would like to join via voice chat, but we're happy to see you here, and any questions are welcome in the written form of the chat. And we will be sharing this AMA, the text version of this AMA, later on our Medium blog. Okay, so what are the Duckies? Duckies are the NFT and token-based platform. We decided to pretty much make it a community growth tool. They are essentially a crypto reward token that are awarded for completing different tasks on the platform, which we call quests, participating in events such as different contests. Some of you have already won a few thousand Duckies. And of course, inviting friends, and our referral program has the biggest reward payouts currently on the platform. They are used also for the project and community growth. Basically, in the future, there will be an ability to contribute to the development of yellow-related projects. There's going to be an opportunity to develop community and the Duckies platform more, to introduce your own ideas, to vote those kind of ideas, and to see them implemented across our platforms. So about the Duckies supply, we decided to go with the simplicity. It's pretty hard to predict the initial allocation for each chain. However, we have figured something out. So first of all, about the tokenomics, the team and founders have pretty much 0 tokens allocated for them. We are already the holders of yellow, and Duckies will be used strictly for the community growth and allocated only to the community. The majority of Duckies, 80%, are used exactly to do so. And when you are doing any kind of quest, when you're finishing up, when you are actually claiming your reward, you mint the token, and this is the way that we creating the Duckies token pool. So you are minting the tokens in circulations. The 20% are allocated to marketing and partnership activities. We'll be explaining a little bit more about the strategy towards the marketing and partnership. However, if we're talking marketing, we're mostly meaning advertising, airdrops, content marketing. And for partnership, we're basically meaning the joint activities with other meme and token communities, and exclusive events with them. So basically, Duckies are the growth mechanism to attract more people to the platform. The more we mint, the more supply is unlocked. Duckies will gonna be a multi-chain token. For now, we are looking towards 100 billion per each chain for Polygon, Ethereum, and Binance Smart Chain. Right now, as Luis mentioned before, we are in a soft launch on Polygon chain, and will soon launch Ethereum and Binance Smart Chain. Quest for Duckies, as you have already seen on the platform, there is tons of opportunities to get your hands on some Duckies by completing quests available on the platform. There would be much more introduced soon. Also quests which are connected with our social networks, which are connected with participating in other products from Yellow. And of course, the referral program is extremely essential for the platform. Basically, the more people you invite, the more rewards you can generate. And apart from the reward for getting those people to the platform, you can also claim bonuses from the quest that they complete. Now I'm giving my floor to Jeff. So if you can join, please go ahead and continue with the explanations.
Thank you, Anastasia. Greetings to all the Duckies lovers. Yeah, I'm Jeff. I'm VP of Products, and I will tell you a little bit about the design of the whole system behind this. So, as Anastasia said, the main idea of the token is mint by referral. So, as long as people refer and invite their friends, they mint more tokens that can then be exchanged for rewards, for prizes and art that we will discuss later. But with this referral, mint on referral, we have lots of methods that we need to balance our tokenomics. And one of it is commission payout halving. So as we can see, the more tokens are created, the more supply we have, the less will be released as rewards. And this halving will be done in a way that as you can see, we have like 50%, then we have half of that and 75%. And the 50% halving was yesterday. And we hope the next one will be in a couple of months. But the platform is gaining extreme action and traction, and we hope it will be a success. And the second mechanism that we're employing is called tokens in the token supply balancing, is the mint, the burn. Anastasia, can you switch to the next slide? Yeah. So the next mechanism that we use is called the Nft Burn. So we basically burn tokens to mint NFTs. This also limits the supply, decreases it, and also is a balancing mechanism. And let's talk a little bit about the NFTs that you can mint by burning the tokens. So we collaborated with gifted artists that created this unique style NFTs, and we plan to release limited collections that are, some can be even unique. And well, they basically are a NFT that you own. So it can be resold, transferred, gifted, swapped. But it also can give you special powers on our platform. So the special powers that we decided to use is for users of Duckies to be able to interact with each other. Can you switch to the next slide, please? Yes, so here is the burn to redeem algorithm. As you can see, this is another control mechanism that we use. So as you can see that when the prices of the NFT redeem will depend on several conditions in our algorithm. So it depends on the supply of the tokens, and it depends on the current growth. And this way we'll be able to balance out the price and the supply and have an equilibrium. And the special abilities of the Duckies tokens are the ability to burn tokens from a targeted account, freeze some tokens for a certain period of time. You can also clone or steal NFT of your choice. So it gives this account your more interaction. And remember that the more you mint, the more you have control over the game.
Just a few things to add here, that basically Duckies are going to be the game. And there have been several questions asked about how we are planning to control accounts with bigger supplies. But basically, you guys can do it. It can become very competitive in that regard. So basically, you can get yourself an NFT with a special magic power that only the owner of the NFT can initiate. And you can mess up the game and change the game totally. Just think about the Uno card game and the Uno reverse cards. So this is pretty much what those kind of legendary Duckies NFTs will give you. A little bit about our growth strategy and how we're planning to grow the community further. Of course, right now we have not set up our marketing machine to the full, because we are still in the initial soft launch. But the plan here is to, first of all, have a partnership with prominent influencers and prominent communities with other big meme tokens. We are going to hold tons of joint activities together. We are already preparing to announce our first partnership next week. We will be doing joint quests, which will be available, of course, on the Duckies platform. You can get yourself not only Duckies, but some other tokens as well. Swap Duckies for those meme coins. They're going to be exclusive events available only to the holders of said tokens, and of course, Duckies tokens as well. So there will be so much fun with this. And also those tokens are subjected to our 2-year vesting halving period. So basically the marketing allocation, those tokens are a part of the marketing allocation, will be distributed linearly during 2 years, during 2 years period, starting from next month, which is November. And now there's just one more slide from Louis, who'd like to say a few things about Duckies and Yellow Network and why we have chosen this tool.
Hello again. Yes, so it's important to answer the concerns from the community related to the Yellow token and the Yellow network. First of all, when you're launching a token to become listed on a large exchange like we will be, it is absolutely necessary to have a huge and vibrant community. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of community members. And our strategy was to create the ambassador program through Duckies. So the Duckies is a community building tool for the Yellow network. And few people are said that may take away attentions away from the Yellow token. And I would highly disagree with this because the requirement of having a big community for preparing the Yellow token launch and be successful here is essential. And Duckies is designed as a play to learn type of platform. So you'll be learning along the quest how Yellow token works because it's a quite elaborated system, in finance with clearing mechanism between exchange. So here we are decentralizing the crypto business and other businesses, and so businesses will be able to clear token with each other. So the Duckies is also going to be a demonstration of the Yellow network capacities on how we are solving the bridging problem as explained in our white paper of Yellow. Finally, rest assured that Duckies will be listed on Yellow.com. Yellow.com is an example exchange of the Yellow network, and anyone will be able to download our software, our Yellow nodes, and run them on their cloud and create their own exchange as well. So you'll also be able to list, and that will be high frequency trading. So you're not going to have the low performance and the front run of DEX. You're going to see what's real power of centralized exchange hybrid with decentralized infrastructure. So I'm welcoming everyone to ask questions. I believe they should ask on the channel. And I think we'll be switching to Q&A now.
Right. We already have a few questions. So Anastasia, the floor is yours.
All right, so thanks a lot for your presentation. We will now switch to questions, and the first one is there any plan to give Yellow IDO allocation for Duckies holders? I believe Luis and Anastasia, you would be answering that.
Can you repeat the question?
Is there any plan to give yellow tokens allocation for Duckies holders?
Yes, so there will be a swapping pool that will be later open, where you'll be able to redeem yellow Duckies for yellow token. Absolutely.
Yes, and moreover, I feel like we will be having a special NFT collections for yellow holders as well, and for our long-term supporters. There will be special opportunities unlocked on the platform. There will be special events held, I would say, exclusively for those community members who will not only swap Duckies for yellow token, but who already have yellow token at this point, and right now are the supporters of Duckies as well.
Okay, great. Thanks a lot. And also, I've seen questions in the community about the swap rate between Duckies and yellow. When can we expect more information on that?
Well, I guess the closer we go to the public listing for yellow token, the more information we can give to the community about the swapping prices.
What I can say is that the Duckies are already being traded and already priced. Right now, the price is not really relevant because we are in soft launch, but this price will stabilize soon, and the same as yellow token. So you can already imagine what will be the exchange rate. But since this is an exclusivity for the best and most loyal ambassadors, the exchange rate will be slightly above the market price.
Okay, great. That makes sense. Let's jump to another question. Currently, Duckies is only on a Polygon chain, and the target supply is 100 billion. And we have seen the reward reduction table, which is very clear. But how will reward reductions be controlled when Duckies are released on more chains? Honestly, sounds like a great question. I believe, Jeff, you would be the best person to answer that. Jeff, are you with us?
Yes, Jeff, you are here. Please speak. You can.
Unmute. Maybe I think we should unmute him. Allow to speak.
He's unmuted, yes.
Try again, Jeff.
Jeff, you can just press on unmute button.
Yes, I'm sorry. I don't know. I was not able to turn on my microphone. So basically, as we stated before, that we are planning to support multiple EVM-supported blockchains. We also have a plan for them to work independently from each other. So our platform will be the only place connecting these chains, and the algorithm will be on all the chains pretty much the same.
Correct. So to answer the question, 50 billion threshold is the first threshold of halving, and it's on every chain. So that's a good question, and it's very important to understand it.
Okay, thank you. Moving to the next one. Duckies can be exchanged for yellow and NFTs in the near future, but will only holding Duckies also have benefits? Like, will there be some possibility to stake it or farm? Jeff or Luz?
So on the future plans, Duckies is designed and meant to be open source and community driven. So I really invite early adopters and fans of our idea or game to really take part in it, because we will introduce the DAO. And the distributed organization, a decentralized organization, goal will be to set the parameters, for example, change halving period, or change payouts, or change bounty amounts, or create or add new NFT cards to the system. It's also through the DAO that we will be able to decide who should be blocked from the system in case of fraud or abusive behavior. And that's very important. So the reason why you would want to stack Duckies is to have governance power over the community. That's very important. Now, are we going to provide incentive for stacking, like farming? For now, this is not in the roadmap. We will have locking mechanism, but I don't believe it's healthy to have an inflation just for stacking. I think we can find better lock mechanism which does not involve inflation. So, for example, somebody can use a card to freeze your account, and that will log tokens for some time. So you can't sell them or dump them or transfer them.
Thank you so much, Luis. Let's move to the next question, which will be going to Anastasia. So the question is about whether we are planning to advertise Duckies to the big public, and if yes, which types of advertisement are we considering?
Of course. As I mentioned before, this is just the soft launch. So basically, we actually overperformed during the soft launch. We have not expected such a viral response when we were doing so less promos, if anything, basically. So I would say that we are already talking to other communities, first of all, and this would be the main growth channel for us. As I mentioned before, we'll announce the first partnership with Other Meme Token next week. And this is going to be one of our tools for growth. Other things, the question was, are we planning to advertise upon other communities? Yes, sure. There are also going to be other communities who are not our partners, but we are still gonna infiltrate them with Duckies. And we are planning a very massive and viral campaign on Twitter, especially on Twitter, to basically kind of catch other token holders and turn them into Ducky supporters.
Okay,
I would like to add.
Yeah,
I would like to add to the answer. So yes, the soft launch was initially intended for 1,000 users, and I can say that now we have 500,000 users in database, which have connected by email. Not all of them were able to activate MetaMask, and so there will still be investigation, optimization we will be doing in the following weeks to maximize the performance of the tool. Additionally, I want to inspire everyone that this is affiliate marketing. So all of you can learn to do affiliate marketing and use your referral link and suggest to KOL, influencers of different networks. You send them your referral link and you tell them that it should be a very good idea for them to post and promote on their Twitter. Because they will have a lot of affiliate and they can earn till 5 levels of sub-affiliate. So that's very important. And so the early adopters have the true opportunity here because they are the first one. And so they can contact every influencers and feel free to already start, maybe in a couple of weeks. Start scaling your strategy. We'll be producing and sharing some material and helping you with affiliate marketing.
Yeah, that's a great plan. And will there be special benefits for OG roles? early yellow and ducky supporters and holders apart from the existing benefits, like on Discord?
Yes, we are looking into this as well. Just a sec. I'm gonna cough. Just a sec, please. Okay, I'm back. So yes, we're looking into this for sure. That would be exclusive channels, exclusive NFTs, and exclusive events available for those kind of people who hold special roles on our Discord. So go ahead, guys, and join. We already have, I believe, two people who hold the highest role on Discord right now, and they're our long-term supporters. So this is, of course, a possibility, and there would be plenty of activities introduced a little bit further down the line.
Great. Well, the community should really be looking forward to many things coming, including the utilities for Duckies. So the next question is, can we expect more utilities for Duckies in the future?
I can try to answer this one. So yeah, as we said previously, that eventually we want to be a community-driven project, and of course there will be additional possible utility for the tokens on the platform. It will be voting, it will be adding additional quests, various other inputs. So right now we are starting small, but we have very big plans for the future. And of course, let's not forget the interactions between user accounts. And yeah, that's going to be our next milestone.
I want to add a few things here. There would also be utilities available on our Yellow-related projects, such as yellow.com, because we are creating the community there as well. So users who hold Duckies can contribute to the development of yellow.com as a portal for new, vibrant, exciting tokens. Write articles there, vote for some listings, create special accounts, and have basically special powers at those kind of things. And of course, that would be a contribution to Yellow Network.
Okay. Thank you so much for answering. The next question is, how do we intend to stop people who take advantage of earning utility and earn more Duckies by creating multiple accounts or using the same AP address? Jeff?
Yes, so we planned Duckies tokens to be for live people only, to avoid fraud and avoid botnets whatsoever. So there are a couple algorithms that we use inside our database where we compare patterns and identify connected accounts. Also, as you know, the blockchain has pretty good records of the transactions. So with a good analyzer, it's pretty obvious of the transactions of the funds. And there are several, I'd say, integrations in our platform in the nearest future that will help us gain more confidence in the liveliness of our people, of our users.
Absolutely. And we will be adding machine learning. So right now, the system is learning correct and fraudulent behavior, abusive behavior. And so mainly machine learning will be blocking duplicates account. So I absolutely recommend you guys to concentrate on a single account and make an organic growth. Here you should aim at quality and not quantity, because there will be much more quests being added, and those quests are not the type of things you can do automatically through a robot or few clicks. So right now the system is basic, but many quests would be, for example, write an article or create some design, and so they will not be possible to achieve by automated accounts.
That's great. And when approximately can users expect these changes implemented?
So we are deploying every day. The team is actively working on it, and so if I share a quick roadmap, the following weeks will be focusing on stabilization of the system and the machine learning system. So that's really our priority right now. We are learning from this experiment. We are still at the experiment stage. It's only 1 week so far that Duckies has been launched. Already 500,000 users. It's an insane growth and result for a week. So we have already enough data, and we did learn a lot, and so we putting this into practice now. Next on the release, I believe, will be more quests and the addition of the NFT generation system. And so that should be very exciting and the start of the gameplay. So for now, as I say, we are in this minting season where basically we are stabilizing the minting algorithm. And when we are really confident with it, we will be able to introduce the gameplay of Duckies. And so everybody will be able to interact with each other and burn each other's supply. And that will be next. If maybe Anastasia, you can think of something next in the roadmap, because for me next is the listing on centralized exchange.
Correct. Again, in the roadmap, from a marketing standpoint, there would be tons of partnership, which I mentioned multiple times today. So we will be introducing new quests connected with the other communities. So basically, this is also a product-related question, how to do those kind of quests in the most interactive way, and how to get users or like participants of other communities adopt Duckies and stay with us.
Cool. Thank you so much for giving such a detailed answer. Actually, it was an answer to the next question about the roadmap. So that's great. And then question number 9. What are the plans for partnerships and collaborations to make to improve Duckies in terms of hype and accessibility? So I believe we partially answered that before, but maybe we can give more hints about upcoming collaborations.
So I will explain it in simple terms, and then I'll let you speak, Anastasia. So in simple terms, we're going to crossbreed different token community, and the partnership usually consists of creating a large liquidity pool. So, for example, Shiba Inu is a very popular meme coin, and through a partnership, we are able to create a deeper liquidity. And so that's going to be an iterative process, and I hope we'll be able to introduce new partnership monthly, and there will be special quests related to these new meme coin or partners, and it can be games. As well, we invite you to suggest your favorite coins, tokens that think we should consider partnership with them, and we will contact them.
Let me give you a little bit of a disclosure. So the next partnership that will be announced next week is going to be Polydosh. They also have the metaverse, which has been now asked in the chat if the Duckyverse is possible. So yes, it is. There'll go to be special NFTs issued, which can be provided to the holders of both Polydosh and Duckies. We will gonna have an AMA with them very soon, probably within the next 2 weeks, and explain and retaliate more on the partnership that we're gonna have and the plans for the next activities.
Thank you so much. As for future activities, do we also have any plans for an online merch store or marketplace other than NFTs that the community can use their Duckies for?
Oh yes, my favorite question. Yes, actually, this is now really in the development. We are already producing some rubber ducks as our mascots. I'd say it's insane. You're gonna have a square duck which is floating. There would be some merch issues, like a ducky related merch issued, and possibly in the future we can have the Yellow Network merch included to this as well.
Great.
Should we share a 3D diagram of the ducky, the rubber duck we will be producing? So you'll be able to redeem ducky and get delivered to your home a little rubber duck.
Yeah, that you can
Shall
use.
we share it?
I'd say let's share the first actual. We can share the concept, of course. It's not going to hurt. But as soon as we have the first item produced, we will share the photo with you guys too.
Thanks.
A lot of exciting things coming up. The next question, probably to Louis or Jeff. What kind of utilities can the community expect from the NFTs?
So I really believe that there is this interesting interaction between fungible token, the ERC20, and non-fungible token. And non-fungible token right now are still underrated because they are really considered as digital art. But here we want to demonstrate that an NFT could be a program. And so through a game, we can show that this is kind of a unique ownable program that you can activate, resell. And so maybe later, people will start to think more and more that NFT are more than just collectible art, but there are also programs that can interact with the blockchain, the supply, and the fungible tokens. And so I think that's a very interesting utility. And since our NFT will become extremely rare for some of the legendary, and they will have very significant impact on the course of the game and the token. Some people that get lucky to generate randomly a legendary ducky, they may want to resell it instead of using it. So for example, if you have a whale killer, you may want to consider putting it on a marketplace for resale. That may be very interesting how community bid on this NFT. But it's not just going to be art that you're buying. You're actually going to buy a utility. So for example, it will be able to destroy the target supply of a whale.
Okay, thank you so much for the answers. Going to the next one. As duckies are in extreme inflation at the moment, since majority of them are given out for free, is there any plans to reward or protect the true supporters and long-term holders? In other terms, are there any benefits for the yellow supporters who hold the token to be able to expect something other than just the rise in dollar value?
Absolutely.
Louis?
So just collecting duckies without community involvement will be made useless because when we will be offering the swap to yellow token, this will not going to be available for every duckies holder, but best ambassadors. So that's quite exclusive. And don't think because you're stacking up on duckies, you'll be able to claim this value. So that's very important to understand that this is an ambassador program. We're looking for rewarding the most value-added community members.
Okay, great. Anastasia, would you want to add anything? I guess no. So let's move to the next question.
Sorry, my chat was stuck. No, I think it's pretty covered by Luis's answer.
Okay, great. The next question, why reward reduction from 40,000 duckies to 20,000 duckies? So I specifically added this one. I'm not sure if it was actually directed to the AMA specifically, but I think it's important to take a moment to explain to the communities that this reduction actually it isn't aimed at harming them. So Jeff or Anastasia, maybe you can give more of an answer here.
Sure. So yeah, I understand that at first it may seem that it's not a good thing, but actually we added this control of and balancing of token supply. So with this reward reduction, we try to achieve the goal of fair asset distribution, make sure that the more people are involved and their assets are evenly distributed per the activities and quests that they complete. So basically, have faith in our algorithm, and you'll see that this system works more fair than it was before.
Yeah.
Correct. So I just want to add on the technical aspect, we did not change the referral reward. It's just the halving mechanism that divide the payout by 2. So instead of receiving 400% per referral, now you are only receiving 200%. On the next halving, you will get 100%. So that will make the token more rare, and that will have benefit on the tokenomics.
Great answer. Thank you so much. I think it's really important for the community to keep it in mind. Next question, when Duckies will be updated on CoinMarketCap or added to CoinMarketCap? Anastasia?
Soon. So me and our host Anastasia are working on this. We just need to finalize basically a few things, and they will be available, I think, in the next couple of weeks. That is going to happen for sure.
Yeah, we're working on it like quite intensively. So I do think that our community can expect great news coming. Question number 15. What are the advantages of holding these tokens for the future? What benefits can we get? Like, I guess we mentioned that there will be like quests and games available. Is there anything that you guys would want to add to that?
I'd say long-term holders would be eligible for more rewards. Plus, they would be the ones invited to the initial testing. They would be the ones who can contribute more to the development of platforms as they hold more tokens, which is good.
Actually, I want to add to the answer. It's very important to learn and understand how this distributed exchange works. And so, as you know, this is what we call automatic market making. And so anyone today with Duckies can go on QuickSwap, they click on pool, add liquidity, and so they can either create a new pool with a new currency or add, for example, on USDT. And by doing so, you are collecting trading fees. So I don't think we should be adding additional farming system because the real fees are generated through trading. So that's very important. And I think it's economically the most safe way to stabilize the price to get a proportion from the trading fees. It's called liquidity mining, and I think we'll be doing an article or an AMA later to explain how to leverage liquidity mining. So for the holders, we do invite and recommend you to add to the liquidity, and there will be as well additional incentive, quest, and bounty related to be adding liquidity.
That sounds very interesting. Thanks a lot for giving a hint. I'll be moving to the next question. So just to summarize or answer really quickly, 2 little questions. What kind of marketing will the Yellow team do, and why should we invest in Yellow? Anastasia or Louis, just a quick answer.
Yellow is freaking cool. That's why you should stay with us, because we're doing something which has not been actually done before. The project that we have in mind is so big, so interesting, and so engaging. Of course, you cannot really maybe see it the way we see it right now. However, even with those kind of legendary duckies, with those kind of gamification possibilities that would be on the platform, I haven't seen anything like this before. And I don't believe anyone actually seen something like that. So I feel like it's unique and it's very cool. And with Yellow Network, we are building something which is not here in the crypto world still. So yeah,
absolutely. Yeah, I would like to add. It took many years to understand in our job the issue of crypto right now. But as you can understand from our pitch and maybe our white paper, liquidity is isolated and there is no decentralization of trading. That's not true. Where Bitcoin has been invented as a decentralized system, you still sell, buy your Bitcoin either on Binance. So this is a centralized exchange, and this centralized exchange is not automatically connected to all other exchange. Whereas, for example, in Forex, this is the case. So I'd say crypto has a lot to progress when it comes to the technology and the global financial infrastructure. Same, if you take the example of decentralized exchange, you're not so decentralized after all because you stick to trade on a single venue, on a single chain. So when your token is multi-chain, you have to bridge them to go and access different swap. Second, DEX are extremely ineffective way to trade because you cannot do high frequency trading. You have front running. It's not performant and extremely expensive in terms of fees. So this is not a viable model for the future. I do not believe in layer 2 decentralized exchange will be the future of trading for crypto. First, for the 2 reasons I mentioned. You can't, it's the liquidity is isolated between chain in silos, and it's slow. It's an incorrect technology. And Yellow introduced the concept of layer 3. And layer 3 is above the blockchain and allows you to create massive amount in the scale of 1 million times faster than layer 2 technologies. So today in Ethereum community, they speak a lot about layer 2 scaling, which is indeed very interesting, but this is kind of low-level smart contract execution. But when it comes to trading, the performance of layer 2 is way not enough for a global marketplace. And that's the future we see in Yellow, and I think we should all be excited about it. And state channel is the underlying technology we use, is already established technology. Litecoin is using it. They've been proving that this is an efficient system. And even Vitalik constantly mentioned the power of state channel. So today there is no big project using state channel, maybe 5 of them. And I think this is what makes Yellow totally exclusive compared to the others, because it's a totally innovative technology compared to everything we've been doing in blockchain in the last 2 years, I would say.
Great answer. Thank you for so many details. So we're gonna have the last question. It's gonna be about marketing. After that, I will announce the top 3 most interesting questions and we will wrap things up. So you already mentioned something about the ambassador program. Could you tell us how this will work and what are the benefits for Duckies and the ambassadors? I assume this is the question about something beyond the quests or task where people would be preparing articles or something like that. But Anastasia, I will let you get into more details here, please.
Correct. We will soon launch the ambassador program submission and waitlist, where everyone who has an audience, an active audience, who are very active across social medias. You might have some following on Twitter. You might have a channel in Telegram. You might be active on Discord. You might be a Reddit community, something like that. So basically, you can apply for our ambassador program and receive the Duckies allocation that you can use upon your community, which you can distribute in your community in exchange for you being active in the Duckies universe, talking about what Duckies are, how they work, to promote our activities, and so on. So yeah, there's plenty of opportunities here.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much. So the next pleasant stage for everyone who is looking forward to the most interesting question reward. I'm going to announce the 3 winners. And let me just mention that the part of the selection was actually happening during the AMA without the speakers knowing. We were looking into the questions that people answering would actually mention as, oh, that's a cool question, or it's an interesting question. So it's genuine because no one really knew about it. So the question number 1 would be about Duckies reward reduction on different chains. Question number 2 is a question about Duckies merge and marketplace. And question number 3, great questions that allowed us to give more details on the ambassador program. The one about more details on the ambassador program. Thank you all. We will mention the nicknames of people who have asked these questions, or you can reach out to our mods, and we will be distributing the rewards later on. With this said, I want to thank to all the participants for the great answers, the great presentation, and for all the listeners for your attention. Feel free to ask any more questions in the chat, and our mods or someone from the team will make sure to answer them. Also, please do look forward to upcoming AMAs that will probably be taking place during the next week or a bit later. Yeah, thank you all, everyone, once again, and you all have a great weekend.
Thank you, guys. Thank you for joining.
Thank you. Thanks for joining as well. And we'll be dropping the white paper in the Telegram channel.
Yes, we will do the announcement within the next 10 minutes. So go ahead and read the white paper and let us know your genuine feedback if anything is not clear for you, if you have any other questions, what do you think about the actual strategy, and so on.
Okay, well, thank you, everyone.